They call a podcast.
First opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On second down, Kamara. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Now Breeze. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. This is taken at the 23. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory. which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's Breeze to throw. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target, and it's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Ready, 21, 21, 21, 21. 12, 12, 12. Got it.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. First down, Mayfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. This is Carlos Hyde, the former 49er, his first carry. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Green 39. Green 39.
Play fake. Mayfield. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
Got it. 11.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
21.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. A breakaway from Michael Thomas. And he takes this down deep into Cleveland territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just 1 throw.
Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. They'll give it to him up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Got it.
He'll get it up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So, flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Here we go now.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And they can't bring him down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up, yelled out to the other guys. They yelled back with the same response, ran right to him, and they were ready to start the workout. He said things like that and his talent tipped the balance in his favor to go #1.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
He's going to get it running right. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! 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 Gone!
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception.
12, 12, 12, 12, ready. You ready? Watch the run, watch the run. Got it. 21, 21.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Good, good, good. Well, ready. Ready. 11, ready. 11. Under.
In his own end zone, it's Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
Ready. 90.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down.
Here we go.
Now the pitch comes to Ingram. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Got it.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
11. Monday. Got it. Yellow 80. 21.
Throwing now is Breeze. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he fields it cleanly. Look at the spin.
Balance.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now they try the right side here. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Detroit! No, check, Patriot!
Mayfield on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here's Mayfield. They go screen pass to Hyde. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Detroit!
From the red zone now, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Mark Ingram really coming into form in the NFL. First 5 years in the league, didn't have a 1,000-yard season, but he's done it the past 2 years.
Yeah, and I think a couple of reasons for that. Number one, offensive line has been rebuilt, and they put a lot of resources into that, and they've gotten better. Number two, he's had great running mates back there. Tim Hightower 2 seasons ago, then last year, of course, the sensational.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, two. Ready. Got it. You waiting? 36.
To throw is Breeze. It's brought in right side by Ginn. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to drop him for a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56. 319. 319. All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56.
To throw, Mayfield. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Hot!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Here's a carry now for Mike Gillisley. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mike Gillisley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Detroit. Detroit. Hot.
Second down, Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Easy. Hey, easy. 12, 12, 12. Over. Under. Like that.
Breeze now on first down. Gibb has it complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Breeze now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here.
11, 11, 11, 11. 36, 36. Ready, exactly.
Now Breeze. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Breeze will try again on second down. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. Touchdown, New Orleans! Cameron Meredith as the first half is winding down. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. What's good on the extra point? And it's now 21-7. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And the Browns getting set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A first down throw from Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run up.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Sheldon Rankins busting through to get him for a loss of 6. The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got Will Tye complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. From the gun, Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. will tie his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are back within a score. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
21.
Now Breeze on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. E.J. Gaines the one that time to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
This is taken around the 12. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll give to Hyde. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Sliding out of the pocket. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Detroit! Gone! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
You ready? Got it. 12.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20.
0-2, 13. 21. Got it. 12. Like that.
Breeze now on 1st down. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Breeze now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Easy. Hey, easy. 2. Hey, 2. Got it. Ready? 12. Get set.
To throw, it's Breeze. Completes this one to Meredith. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Ingram again. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
All right, now, lucky 56.
Just
Lucky
not enough
56.
time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Third and long for Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there.
Fielded at the 20. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet, the little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all, and a bunch of them go off. But
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
on plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Detroit! Detroit!
Mayfield from the gun on third down. He sets to fire deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And he puts it through. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Fights him off. And some space here. He's at the 40. And they will finally get him down. How about that return? They'll be set up well as time has run out in this third quarter. Breeze hands to Ingram. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Bree's going to throw. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Benjamin Watson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. A second down throw for Mayfield. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Mayfield on first down. Incomplete. The defensive rookie of the year, Marshawn Lattimore, there in coverage for New Orleans. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Mayfield looks to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And he comes back with one complete. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to...
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the safety, Kirk Coleman. And that was a young puck, the rookie being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field, where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They toss to Ingram. Ingram churning. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, two-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught at the 8. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Browns. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Breeze gives it up to Ingram. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. E.J. Gaines the one that time to knock it away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
21. Got it. 11.
Here's Breeze. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Carl Davis coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Lucky 57. Gun.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Britton Colquitt now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. The 30, 20, 10, 5, and can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown, and they're a point away from tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
21, 21. I got 21, 21. Got it. 21, 21. Ready, let's go.
To throw is Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. He got 29 yards that time. Breeze now perfect since the second half started. 7-7. It's 1st and 10.
21. Got it. 12. Ready, let's go.
Now Breeze. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
21. Monday.
Back to throw, Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
They get it to him running left. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll try and run. Ingram. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score, in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. One last shot from Mayfield here. Shrugs him off. He'll buy some time right. Flush to his right. Now a desperate. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for New Orleans, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.